year-end wrap-up. All right, for those of you who haven't been keeping up, I'm David, and well, this is my first official vlog slash year-end recap slash whatever. Basically, yeah, this is me wrapping up 2017 with my general thoughts, my thoughts of the stuff I've seen this year, the new media, new video games, and what have you. All right, well, first things first, let me just get a little bit personal. 2017, I'm pretty sure for all of us it was some year, but well, with the bad also comes good. For one thing, I finally managed to just get out of my old job. I've been there for about 2.5 years now, and yeah, it was time for me to move on. I mean, working for minimum wage for 2.5 years when you get to be doing a lot better with your life. But that's one thing. But I've got myself I'll see what the future's got. Well, right now I'm working at a seasonal job. Hopefully, I can get myself a new position in like their IT department. Not saying who or what because, well, well, I think it's just good form not to do that. Don't want to make it look like I'm making it look like this is like a paid advertisement or anything like that. At least not yet. Although, like if I could get like something towards my Patreon. With this video, hopefully, I'll start getting myself into the habit of like making like regular video reviews. But all right, let's get started with let's move on to the fun stuff. The stuff that I've seen this year. All right, first off, let's talk about my personal favorite genre, Tokusatsu. On to the first recap segment for Tokusatsu. This year has been, oh dear, has it been a mixed bag. Very, 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 very mixed bag. At the beginning of the year, we unfortunately had to wrap up the 40th anniversary series for Super Sentai Zyuohger. It wasn't exactly a great series, but after dealing with Tokyuger and the Ninja, it was a legitimate breath of fresh air. And honestly, it was personally, in my opinion, it was a better anniversary season than Gokaiger. I mean, Gokaiger was my very first Sentai series that I officially saw, and, well, I loved it. But I personally look at it the way, Louis Lovehog of Atop the Fourth Wall, the way he looks at the Tetanus Imperative. It was his entry to, like, the Teen Titans and the DC Universe in general. And, well, basically, it got him inspired to check out all the older stories, all the different heroes that made up the Titans, what their deal was, and basically that was what Gokaiger was for me in Super Sentai. Basically, well, it inspired me to go and take a look back at some of the older series that, especially the ones before they were adapted into Power Rangers, and just see what they were all about. The people they saved, the struggles they had to deal with, the villains they beat, but Zyuohger, it was a competently done back to basics Sentai series, and it was honestly it was a good series on its own without having to go and piggyback off of past success like Gokaiger. And then we went from that to Kyuranger. Holy crap! No. Oh no, no. Apparently Toei have not learned their friggin' lesson. But then again, when do they learn? Oh yeah, when the sales figures are down. That's when they learn. Oh god. Kyuranger, it's the very first Sentai series I just flat out gave up on. After episode 5, I just stopped. And I'll give you one word. Lucky! Or as I and so many other parts of the fan base that I'm affiliated with have adopted, we have officially christened him Dumb Luck. Because that's what he is. Just the walking, talking personification of dumb flippin' luck. Just, I hate this guy. He screams his catchphrase all the time. He literally walked through battle with Deus Ex Machina, and everyone is just back to just literally chow-towing before it. And apparently it's going to be revealed that he's actually going to be king. No. Just no. This is not going to be Henry V, okay? We're not going to see a stupid, brash young man become a wise, noble king. No. This isn't Henry V. This is even Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. This is just a kid in King Arthur's court. That's as best as I can figure. Oh, God. But on the opposite end of the scale, we've got Kamen Rider. And with Kamen Rider Ex-Aid. Ex-Aid was a fun series for me. Although Toei's budget problems are still showing there, since the Bugsters were they were literally rehashed, reutilized, but then again, the focus wasn't on the Bugsters, it was focused on the writers. And, oh yeah, the writers, they were good. Emu, he was a competent writer, he was a good dude. Let's see, Kagami, as I mentioned in my Show Superhero Tyson review, the guy is a idiot, a self-destructive idiot. Taiga, well, he had the damaged backstory, but, you know, he came around. Let's see, Kiryu Kujo, well, first he died, but, well, he got better. Well, no, literally, he did get better. He just came back to life because reasons. And then, of course, my absolute favorite, personally, my favorite writer, the favorite Kamen Rider villain, the goddamn Kuroto, aka Kamen Rider Genom. Just, oh my God, looking at that guy. You guys need to see this series if you haven't. It's a good jumping on point, especially if you're a gamer. But yeah, this guy, he's basically what would happen if you, he's like if you mix Nick Cage with Jeremy Irons from the Dungeons and Dragons movie. He is just, well, at first he starts out creepy, manipulative, and evil, but as soon as he comes back to life, he just gets so over the top crazy. Every single face out of this guy is just, I'm sorry, but every single thing from this guy is just meme-worthy gold. I mean, just, if you watch the later episodes and just freeze him whenever he's talking, most of the time, he just looks like he was having the best damn time. Oh, and yeah, the new series Build. Yeah, maybe when Pato Ranger vs. Lupin Ranger debuts and I start doing more regular Toku vlogs, I'll use that as, once I start premiering this and I start getting more used to making vlogs or reviews like this in general, that's when I'll probably start talking about Toku and all that other stuff. Yeah. Well, Build, well, I guess we can officially chuck Toei trying to shove all their series into one main continuity out the window. Or at least not yet, because from the previews we've seen for Heisei Generations Final, it looks like they are in fact going to show that, well, Build does take place in an alternate universe, which, given the settings, they kind of have no choice but to go with that premise. But yeah, I just finished catching up, and I'm not going to spoil anything right now because, well, I'll save that for when I start doing vlogs officially. But yeah, Faust, the main villain organization, well, we're not exactly sure what their main real goal is, other than to turn Kamen Riders into basically their world's WMDs. Basically, make Kamen Rider their own version of Metal Gear. And the Smash, they're basically their world's equivalent to Big Daddies from Bioshock. Right? I'm not even joking. Unwilling test subjects basically forced to become nearly mindless monsters. Just not that far off. But anyways, Build. It's at episode 15 at this point. There's at least a week off because of the New Year's, where Toei is basically just like taking a week off because, yeah, the ratings there are just going to be gone because everybody's dealing with Christmas and New Year's crap. So if you have time and you find a good streaming site or whatever, check it out. Okay, on to the games this year. I'm going to be going from, well, no particular order, just because, meh. Alright, let's start off with the Kingdom Hearts 2.8 HD release, which I got for Christmas, because I am not paying money for an HD re-release. And yes, I will be talking about Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 for the PS4. Oh yeah, by the way, expect Let's Plays from there. I'll try to make them entertaining, at least a lot more entertaining than my 2.8 Let's Play. Trust me, you won't be seeing me going through every single thing, no backtracking or anything like that. I'll try to spare you from that, but anyways, 2.8. It was a re-release of Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, but more importantly, sorry, coming off of a cold. Anyways, the main takeaway from there was Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep 0.2, or as I affectionately love to call it, Kingdom Hearts 3 Ground Zeroes, because that's basically it. It was a paid demo, but unlike with Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, Birth by Sleep 0.2 was not the main attraction. It was basically a bonus that came along with the HD re-release of Dream Drop Distance. Okay, look, Konami, that's how you do this thing. If you want people to go pay for a demo, you just make it like a little extra side feature. Re-release alongside with like an HD re-release of a previous console exclusive game. But don't charge full price for it. Birth by 2.8, it did the smart thing and marked it down just a little bit. It was a complete remaster, retooling from a completely different system, and they added in some new Dream Eaters. Well, it didn't add in like any amazing new features or anything, but it was a serviceable enough port. Yeah, so, and the story itself with 2.8. Basically, it just shows up after the events of Birth by Sleep. Aqua's wandering around in the realm of darkness and basically trying to figure out what's been happening. And yeah, it's more lore expansion, although it does expand a little bit of a retcon-esque lore, and mostly just dealing with her personal turmoil and conflict. But all in all, it was solid. Although, Kingdom Hearts 3 is said to be released in 2018. I'm kind of doubting that. I'm cautiously optimistic. And that's just the best thing. I mean, I'm not mad. I'm just like, you know what, whatever. When it comes, it comes. Just make sure it's not Kingdom Hearts 3 forever. Oh boy, that was a fiasco. Okay, next up, John Wick Chapter 2. I had not seen the first John Wick movie in the theaters. So, expect my surprise. Yeah, well, I managed to get the first John Wick on DVD, which was from like a little Secret Santa gift exchange thing from like a group of friends of mine. And yes, I actually do have friends. Surprise, surprise. Anyways, I got the first John Wick on DVD. I was just I was like, Keanu Reeves. Ugh. I mean, sorry. The most I've seen from Keanu Reeves is just Bill and Ted. An Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey. I didn't see The Matrix, but I know enough of The Matrix to know it was... His performance in there was a... tone setting? I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Whatever. Anyways. So, imagine my surprise when I saw Keanu Reeves just pounding him. That was honestly both the John Wick movies are some of the best action movies I've seen in a long time. As I described in my review of it up on my blog, I mean, they were both just sheer bone crunchers. I mean, I could literally feel their bones break. Oof. I mean, I finally got to see the thing with the pencil. Where is there a pencil around here? Sorry. first time. Don't blame me. Anyways, yeah. Yeah. This. Do not give him this. If you have any sense of self-preservation, do not give him the pencil. I mean, yeah, wow. Keanu, just, I know there's probably going to be a John Wick Part 3. I'm just hoping that they leave it as like a trilogy or something like that. Just make sure, I mean, the lore's, there's, what else is there to say about the lore of John Wick? It's basically Black Lagoon, only instead of Revy, it's starring Brock Samson. I mean, how could you mess up a premise like that? It's just, well, yeah, you can't. Just don't bog it down like any needlessly complicated origins or backstories or anything like. Just give us Keanu Reeves, give us some jabronis, and just, yeah, John Wick chapters 1 and 2. Go see it. Best action movie in the 80s, made in the 2000s. The Neo 10s or whatever. Okay, moving on. Yeah, immediately after John Wick Chapter 2, I saw Lego Batman. And honestly, I think it's one of the best Batman movies I've seen. Well, definitely one of the best DC movies I've seen in a long time. I mean, aside from Wonder Woman. Of course I've seen Wonder Woman. And, well, I'll get to her later. But yeah, Lego Batman. It was honestly the most fun I've ever had in a movie theater in a long, long time. At least until I saw, maybe The Last Jedi? But again, later. Still, Lego Batman. It was fun. It was honestly the most fun I've had in movie theaters in a long time, and just all the meta jokes and references. I'm a sucker for references. I mean, it was just a good old-fashioned bag of fun. And, oh yeah, there's a little bit of a meme going around, where, yeah, they're basically comparing all the Rotten Tomatoes scores for all the Batman movies. Yeah, just, I'll show it to you later. Just, oh boy, yeah, Lego Batman. It was honestly fun and the most humane Batman movie I've seen. I mean, especially compared to stuff like Batman v Superman or The Dark Knight Rises. Just, yeah, I mean, at least they acknowledged that the gravelly Christian Bale voice, that was always supposed to be a joke. I mean, come on, I'm Batman. I'm always supposed to sound cool. I'm totally cool. And yeah, just don't touch the cape. Yeah. No. Will Arnett, you are a brilliant Batman. Yes, you are. In fact, I probably should check up. Oh man, I really need to see BoJack Horseman. There's a lot of stuff I need to catch up on. Speaking of catching up, Horizon Zero Dawn. I wanted to wait for. As soon as I saw it, I wanted to get into it. I mean, I have played it. Don't get me wrong. I am still going through there. I'm chugging along there. I just. I finished up all the stuff with New Meridian. And I'm still making myself up to finding out what that woman on the hologram vid or whatever it was, and Nora's trying to find out. But yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a damn good game. It is massive. Yeah, well, so massive. I was kind of waiting for a while to finish playing it because I knew there was gonna be a lot of I saw there was a lot of patches coming out and lots of updates. And so I figured I might as well just wait it out a little bit just to make sure I don't get stuck in a glitch or something like that. Because that's the thing with these types of massive open world games. You expect a lot of glitches, a lot of patches. So I just took a bit of a wait and see approach, especially when the Frozen Wilds came out. But yeah, I started in around Halloween or so. If you follow me on my Twitter account, but yeah, it is massive. There's so much stuff to do, so many collectibles, so much areas to explore. Just side quests. It is big, freaking gigantic. Honestly, I need to take I honestly need to take a break every so often because with large open worlds like that, if you don't take a break every so often, you just kind of just like it just starts to get wear you down. But I want to get back into Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm definitely gonna finish this thing. And yeah, with the new game plus and the super hard difficulties, and which were free by the way, cool. Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn. I like the premise. It's and yeah, Aloy. She's basically she's a good character. She's she has got absolutely no time for the Nora's definitely no time for the Nora's backwards nonsense, especially with with her basically growing up as an outcast and they wouldn't even acknowledge her for all of her life. Yeah, that's always fun. And yeah, even in Meridian, she's basically considered like a savage. Just and yeah, I'm interested to see how the world got the way it did. It's basically your Hunter from the Future, only instead of hang gliding off the corpse of a pterodactyl to kick a purple caveman in the face, you're firing sonic arrows to go and blow lasers off of giant robot T-Rexes and blow them to pieces. I mean, yeah, that I always love. I mean, yeah, what was it? The Glinthawks? No, not Glinthawks. The giant Robo Eagles and yeah, those giant Robo Eagles and the Thunderjaws. Those two things are they're mini bosses onto themselves. And honestly, fighting off against those Robo animals. Yeah, that's honestly fun. And just relying on a bow and arrow and your spear to go and hardwire them and take control of them. If you haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn, definitely go and do so. And yeah, 2017 so far has been really damn good for games. And speaking of games, my personal favorite game of the year, if you know anything about me, it's got to be Persona 5. I mean, yeah, I'm a huge Persona fan. I love the Megami Tensei series. And yes, just because I played Persona, it doesn't mean I haven't played Nocturne. I've played Nocturne. I played Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. I'm working my way through the Raito Kozonoha games. I have both SMT4s, and I am still waiting for Strange Journey Redo to come out on the 3DS. And I'm trying to get through the original SMT on my iPhone, but it is a whole different beast. But yeah, Persona 5. It feels like the game that deserves to be made this year. Especially, well, you know what, never mind. It's just classical catharsis of being able to, go inside the hearts of just some of the worst, scummy ass clowns you've ever come across and finding out how they see the world and, well, just getting them to, well, basically just admit to all their crimes. I mean, that is a good old bit of catharsis there. And, well, yeah, I'm definitely not going to give away any spoilers for what happens. All I'll say is, just pancakes, man. Pancakes. Oh, and I'm not going to get into a who's best girl argument. Yeah, Makoto. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, Persona 5. If you haven't gotten into the Persona series, now's the time to do it. I mean, there's Persona... I mean, especially with Persona 3 and 5, the dancing spin-off... I'm not getting the dancing spin-offs because... that even though I'm a big Megami Tensei fan, that to me just kind of seems like a bit too much of a cash grab. Kind of just... it's their jump the shark moment. Whoa! And... just... yeah, Persona 5. It's a great game. Great style. Awesome. Oh yeah, the music. I absolutely love the music, especially with the big boss fights, Blooming Villain. I have most of the music on my iPhone, and yeah, it is awesome. I honestly didn't think they would be able to top the stuff from Persona 4, but I've been proven wrong many times before. And speaking of Persona 5, hopefully soon, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5 Ventura will be coming soon on, for its anime adaptation. And yeah, I should probably I should probably go and do some artwork comparing, the characters from Persona 5 to their JoJo counterparts, or at least, the Phantom Thieves to Bucciarati's gang. Oh yeah, just well, yeah. If you're a fan of gangster movies, Lupin the Third, Sly Cooper, all that stuff, definitely go and check out Persona 5. Oh, I haven't gotten to Ukulele yet. Disclosure, I backed it up on Kickstarter. I've been meaning to get to Ukulele, but there's been just some problems with my PS4. I mean, there were some problems, but I think I figured it out. Not good. Don't expect a full Let's Play of it because, well, I upgraded my PS4 to include a new hard drive, and for some reason the new hard drive won't let me record for the full 60 minutes on the PS4. I don't know why, but so I just decided screw it. I tried recording a full session and I found out that it stopped after the 15-minute mark. That was seriously disheartening. Anyways, Ukulele. I've been hearing you get a lot of negative press. Everyone's saying it sucks, but I'll wait to see for myself, okay? Anyways, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I was not expecting... Well, Star-Lord, your daddy might not be David Hasselhoff, but well, hey, even better. He's Snake Plissken. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It was, well, as expected in the MCU, it's good. It's been a while since I've seen it in theaters. I haven't gotten it on DVD or anything like that recently, so... Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Yeah. Next year is going to be the 10-year anniversary of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Expect a review-esque recap of the movies. Just to get you prepped up for Avengers Infinity War. Because I'm going to be recapping all the MCU movies I have. From Iron Man all the way up to Thor Ragnarok. Oh yeah, Thor Ragnarok. It was awesome! Jeff Goldblum was... Oh, Jeff Goldblum... Jeff... You were honestly one of the better parts of that movie. You were funny, you were quirky, you had something going for you, yes. But, yeah. Thor, it was honestly surprising to see it end the way it did. Although I kind of figured that Thor would come to that realization that, okay, I'm not going to spoil, but it was surprising yet not surprising. Although I will say that, well, the way that, oh god, the way Thor found out about Odin and Loki just, yeah. And Loki just dumped Odin in an old folks' home. He literally just dumped the All-Father in an old folks' home. Oh my High Father. That is... I love that. Anyways, yeah. Guardians Volume 2. Segue. Speaking of daddy issues. Yeah, a little bit of change from the main continuity. I've never read Guardians of the Galaxy, but I definitely know that Star-Lord's father isn't Ego the Living Planet, but for what they adapted, it was still good. And yeah, just seeing the Guardians fighting off against something that literally that freaking huge and powerful, yeah. It feels like the MCU is getting a lot better with their villains, because, well, as much as I like the MCU and the movies, the biggest flaw has always been their bad guys who aren't named Loki. Although they have been getting better with Ultron and, well, yeah, Ego. Ego is a nasty, nasty creature. And honestly, one of Kurt Russell's best roles since, like, It says like Jack Burton in Big Trouble in Little China and McCready from The Thing. I haven't seen a whole lot of Kurt Russell. I really do need to see Escape from New York. I'm sorry. But yeah, still, he made a damn good villain as Ego. And, oh yeah, Yondu. I was not expecting to see Sylvester Stallone in there as like the leader of the Ravagers. And, oh man, Yondu. Sorry you had to go that way, Blue Man. Well, well, hey, what else can you say? Just like Mary Poppins, you came, and then you just flew away. Well, he ain't gonna turn into a walker. Not when you chuck him into space. Bye! Oh, yeah, and now on to Wonder Woman. I was honestly on pins and needles about this one because, well, the only two DC movies I've seen in the DCEU, and thankfully that's gonna start going away after Justice League bombed. Honestly, after that, Wonder Woman, I felt if they had to get any movie right, it had to be Wonder Woman. And Man of Steel was just a dour fest, and Suicide Squad was just a jumbled mess. I didn't see Batman v Superman because yeah, I could see the writing on the wall there. I usually just take a canary in the coal mine approach whenever it comes to like movies and games nowadays. So imagine my surprise when I got myself a lot of people were liking Wonder Woman. I saw it in theaters and it was damn good. Gal Gadot. And yeah, I was even more surprised to find out that later she apparently did the whole thing when she was like 5 or so months pregnant. She was 5 or so months pregnant during filming. Yeah, and also absolutely brilliant choice to go and change the setting from World War II to World War One. It does a lot better to get the message across. Like that. Humanity isn't all just. It's not just black and white, pure good, pure evil. Because World War One was basically just a grayish kind of war thing. And again, it's kind of hard to get a human morality is not so black and white message across when there's literal Nazis involved. Just saying. But hopefully they'll release like a special edition or something that goes and omits all the tie-ins or whatever to the DCEU. I doubt that, but well, yeah, Wonder Woman is it's pretty much going to be right there in the popular consciousness with like the Sam Raimi, the first two Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies and Christopher Reeve's Superman, maybe, but for a definitive Wonder Woman movie, I can't think of anything better. Definitely a lot better than the 2011 TV pilot. Ugh. Or as I like to call it, the Bonkers Betty Show. And speaking of Spider-Man, Spider-Man Homecoming. It was okay. It was like the most okay of the MCU movies I've seen in theaters. It's kind of like hovering around there with like the Incredible Hulk and Thor: The Dark World. It didn't suck. It was just okay. I don't see why people. Well, it was just kind of a bit more of a down to earth movie, and well, let's see, Tom Holland. I honestly kind of prefer him better than Tobey Maguire, in my opinion. Although it has been a long, long time since I've seen the Sam Raimi movies. I've got both of them right here. Well, Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 1's up on the shelf over there, so it'll take some time to reevaluate. I'll go sit through them again. I didn't see the Amazing Spider-Man movies because that did not look good. I heard a lot of negative press about that, but yeah, Tom Holland. I always did. There was something always not quite right about Tobey Maguire's rendition of Peter Parker. I always felt he did a lot better as Peter than he did as Spider-Man. I mean, I know they were setting him up after he just got out of college, so you know, like the non-teenager thing, and good because yeah, it shows that Peter Parker's definitely matured more than most of the writers over at Marvel tend to do. Cough, one more day, cough, cough. Anyways, MCU Peter Parker. Good thing they got his introduction out of the way with Civil War, so we could just focus on him. Well, basically just learning the ropes and what's like actually being Spider-Man. And I am very, very, very glad that the movie did the smart thing. And you know, when Peter botched things up, they were one, legitimately his fault, and two, he got called out on it. And yeah, where Tony just had to go in and bail. And hey, sport, how you doing? Just taking a field trip, huh? When Peter's trying to stop the arms trade and slice the ferry in half, and yeah, Tony just had to go and dress him down and just say, "Oh Christ, I'm starting to sound like my father." Well, yeah, Tony, that was the yeah. Honestly, it felt like this was definitely the teenage Peter Parker. Look, I'm not one of those longtime fans that are like, "Oh, Peter should stay a teenager, shouldn't have a girlfriend." You know, I don't care about the comics. Okay, just I am not a comic guy. I know enough from the cartoons and shows on the net and cultural osmosis. But still, for this version, Peter Parker's a teenager. He's gonna screw up. But when he has superpowers and a high-tech suit, and he doesn't know how to use them properly, doesn't know he's not ready for the big time, someone's gonna have to go in there and whap him on the nose. And yeah, I still find it hilarious that it's Tony Stark that is the one to go and tell Peter that you're getting that you're a loose cannon, especially after Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3, and oh yeah, that's just funny. That's hilarious. But yeah, still, Michael Keaton, he was honestly, he was really damn good as the Vulture. I really liked the suit that he made there. Yeah, it looked awesome. Just yeah, when you think of the Vulture, you think of it like an old man in like green pajamas and wings, but it was a mechanized war suit. You know what? It honestly kind of looked like a human-sized version of Clockwork from Sly Cooper. Just it was a good suit, and I like what they did there. They established like that that they were like these alien arms dealers. You know, like, after the Jatari invasion, they salvaged a lot of the tech and just made it into became high tech arms dealers, and also established some of Spidey's villains like the Tinkerer, Shocker. No, not that Shocker. And yeah, they even established that the Prowler was running around. And even his nephew, Miles Morales. So, hopefully we'll get something out of that. Sorry, bad cold. It's okay there, just a bad cold there. Although, and also Matt Gargan, who was running around. He didn't become the Scorpion yet. But, well, I don't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or the Marvel Netflix shows. So, I think that, the most I was expecting to get out of Spider-Man Homecoming was just some, since, those guys are still on Rikers and some of the alien tech is still out there, introduce some of Spidey's bad guys as, Monsters of the Week or something like on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or, give the guys on the Marvel Netflix series something to do aside from listen to the Hand's boring crap. I mean, you do know that the Kingpin is out there in Daredevil, and Kingpin does share the spotlight as not just a Daredevil villain, but a Spider-Man villain. In fact, as soon as the Vulture and Scorpion and Shocker get out, introduce maybe the Sinister Six, or if they're going to do a Spider-Man sequel, give the upgrade the Kingpin from the Netflix shows to the main movies. I mean, from what I can tell, Kingpin's basically the best villain they've got there in the Marvel Netflix shows. I still need to see Marvel Netflix. Although, except for Iron Fist, I heard that was just a disaster. A nuclear disaster. Just, I heard it was bad. Very, 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 very bad. but I'll see for myself. Well, yeah, just like, I mean, you have the story opportunity there. Take advantage of it, Marvel. Oh, and speaking of wasted story opportunities, let's see, Show Superhero Tyson. Thankfully, this is the last of the Tyson movies because, okay, on one hand, I'm glad they're getting rid of them because they are just freaking nightmares and just causing Toei lots and lots of moolah. But on the other hand, I'm running out of easy review material. But I am glad that the Tyson movies are going away. Just go, shoot. Yeah, if you see my reviews on the site, shameless plug, they are bad. It is bad. But yeah, good thing. The crossover movie between Heisei Generations of X8 and Ghost. It was honestly really good. And what do you know? You can't have Pac-Man in a live-action movie and not have it suck, Adam Sandler. Just, I mean, yeah, that looked like Pac-Man. It was a good movie. And also, actually in continuity with X8. That's good. It kind of helps that it has similar I think the same writers on there, or at least competent writers. That's the thing. Oh, and speaking of competent writing, oh yes, Samurai Jack season 5. Whoo! I'm glad that it did give a good conclusion to Samurai Jack. Just finally put a period there, done, and yeah, it was Samurai Jack season 5. I was not expecting for it to go some of the places it went. Mostly where Jack was just slowly but surely going crazy and stuck with biological immortality, constantly fighting. His sword was broken, and of course, again, his mind just going completely, utterly nuts. Just his inner self was, it was dark. And well, yeah, I was a little bit I was a little worried about with Aku because Mako being dead and all, but hey, the voice actor for Frank Fontaine from BioShock, he did Greg Baldwin, yeah, I just realized Aku is played by Greg Baldwin, who played Frank Fontaine, and they both have an enemy named Jack. That is, if that is too much of that is way too much of a coincidence. Just, oh boy. Well, yeah. Anyways, wrapped up Samurai Jack with a nice little bow on there, and we got to see the Scotsman one last time, and now he's a Force Ghost, or was a Force Ghost because Jack then went back in time and the whole future he came from never happened. Unless it runs on multiverse theory, in which case it just created a divergent timeline, and now I've gone cross-eyed. Although I honestly thought they were gonna try and pull a moral quandary of whether Jack should destroy Aku or not, because despite all the horrible stuff Aku's caused, all the friends that Jack made, all the people he's helped, that they could be potentially erased from history. In fact, history, the future was completely changed, and the people he helped, gone. All the sacrifices, gone. Just, I honestly thought they were going to pull that card, but nope. Just destroy Aku. I mean, it's not how I personally would have done that, but it's something to consider. Anyway. Oh, and War for the Planet of the Apes. War for the Planet of the Apes. Apes. Strong. Together. Honestly, it was, again, another really damn good movie. Yeah, a lot of movies were good this year. Again, reviews on my site, but well, it's definitely a good, interesting possibility to see how the original Planet of the Apes trilogy came about. You know, with the virus that causes humans to, well, become dumb and the apes to become the dominant intelligent species. And also the final scene with Caesar. It was a good, yeah, good movie. Although, oh yeah, Baby Driver. Baby Driver and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 just had a bit of a thing for these awesome action movies with really good soundtracks. And yeah, Baby had some good skills, some good driving. It's just, whew, it once again, it was a good bone cruncher. And oh yeah, Jamie Foxx's Bat was Bat Squeak. But it's just thankfully they just squashed that ass clown when they did. Although kind of a bit hard to watch in retrospect considering a certain person's involvement in the movie. But hmm. Well, let's not get into that. The movie itself, Baby Driver, damn good movie. Definitely go and check it out. Let's see, next topics. Oh, yeah, fun little thing. A fun little surprise from Square Enix. We got an HD re-release of Final Fantasy IX on the PS4. Yay! I mean, it's apparently the iOS version of Final Fantasy IX just re-released on the PS4, but I don't care. I got to play Final Fantasy IX in HD. I have it on my console. Final Fantasy IX is my favorite Final Fantasy game. It's basically the final stepping stone before modern Final Fantasy, before the madness that was Final Fantasy X. I'm not a big Final Fantasy guy, ironic since I'm a fan of Kingdom Hearts, but that's the side. Oh yeah, the only character for Final Fantasy IX to show up in Kingdom Hearts is Vivi. I mean, hey, I like Vivi, but come on, we can add in some more guys in there. I mean, Zidane, however you want to call him. I'm sure you can fit Zidane in there somewhere. I mean, maybe Dagger. Hmm. Yeah, Zidane and Dagger. If not Kuja or Aiko, just at least just give us Zidane and Dagger. Just give us those two at least. Come on, Square, you can do this. Give us Pirate Goku. And yeah, they just announced they just released Final Fantasy IX on the PS4 like it ain't no thing. Thanks. Pleasant surprise there, Square. I'm not sure if I should do a let's play of it because, well, yeah, because most of the time when I play through it, I just focus on stealing all the stuff from the from the enemies, mostly just stealing from the bosses, and no one, and I mean no one, wants to see anyone just spend like half an hour on a boss fight just to steal something. Just no. And besides, It's been released in 2000. Everyone can get their hands on Final Fantasy IX. Go play it. Just you don't need me to go and tell you. Just go. Go, 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 go. And speaking of re-releases, Pokemon Ultra Sun. Still going through it. And I'm looking forward to, I'm taking it kind of slow because, well, my part-time job and all that. And also because I have Ultra Sun. Well, I like to play it during the day just to make sure, it's actually during the day because I'll just play at my own pace with the first Pokemon Sun. Yeah. Anyways. Well, they had some new Pokemon added in there. Or a whole total of 5. Wow! I'm kidding. Anyways. I'm still looking forward to when I go up against Team Rainbow Rocket, who I'm pretty sure is going to be the Pokemon universe's equivalent of DieShocker. I mean, it basically is DieShocker just with Pokemon. Alright, yeah, let's think about it. We have alternate universe versions of previous team leaders, only they succeeded in their timelines, all banded together to break through alternate universes and conquer, or at least as far as I can tell, because, well, yeah, it's Pokemon's version of DieShocker. Let's get that, and Giovanni is the great leader. Giovanni, or however you, or whatever his Japanese name was, I don't care. But still, I'm playing through there, and I already played through the first Pokemon Sun with my favorite Fire Kitty, so I got the little pudgy owl. He's fine. Although I'm really looking forward to the day when Pokemon just goes and gives us back an option for like a challenge mode or a hard mode difficulty, like they did with Black 2 and White 2. Only just don't make it an unlockable afterwards that you can't go and use after you go through the new game. Just when you choose a new game, just make sure you give us the option for the beginning there, Game Freak, Nintendo, whichever one's in charge. I like Pokemon and all, but well, there's a reason why I prefer the Megami Tensei series more, because it gives me an actual challenge and actual bosses. The gym leaders, especially with the Pokepelago and all the with the Pokebeans or whatever systems, to go and increase their EXP collecting, it makes it too easy. We want the older fans and some of the younger fans want a challenge. I mean, sure, give us a normal mode, give us an easy mode, give us a challenge mode. Just give us options. It's like Goldilocks and Three Bears. This one's too easy. This one's too hard. This one's just right. We want our just right. Not everyone's going to have the same just right, okay? And to anyone who's complaining about including an easy mode or a hard mode, just you do you. You do you. And yeah, I've been meaning to get back into anime for a while. I mean, 2018 is definitely going to give me more than enough anime to deal with. And yeah, I finally caught up on watching Overlord. Yeah, Overlord's going to keep me happy. And although, for anime that premiered this year, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Huh. It's a cute show. It's a nice little slice of life. It's a little something funny, and oh yes, Fafnir. Fafnir is my spirit animal. He's a Smaug-esque dragon who discovers video games and is roommates with a nerd. That is awesome. And kind of shares some of my general attitudes. It's like, kill all humans, kill. I'm just imagining Fafnir and Bender just heading up a bar somewhere, just talking about how much they want to kill all humans. Yeah. But yeah, Kobayashi Dragon Maid. Kobayashi herself, she seems like someone I could definitely hang around with. Basically we're just both just the straight men to everyone else's wackadoo nonsense. Just no joke, I was basically just snarking right along with her. But anyways, yeah, it's a good show, and I know that there's like a manga. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna get a season 2. So I'll stick around there. It's cute. Although Kana and her friend, I forget her name. Well, it could get a little creepy. Especially, I mean, for the first couple of times, yeah, with the squeeing, it's silly at first, but I'm mostly just thinking, kid, take it down a notch, please. It is. Although her reaction to Kana's just general cutesiness, I think we have a new meme to replace that squeeing guy from Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2. Just a new meme to replace the over-the-top. And just please make her going. just make that the new over-the-top meme instead of Breaking Dawn Part 2. Just so we can finally just move Breaking Dawn and Twilight out of the general consensus. Just go away, shoot. We don't want you. No one wanted you in the first place. Just go. Oh, and just moving on to some stuff that I just caught up recently. Logan Lucky. basically Redneck Ocean's 11. Honestly, it was honestly really it was pretty good. I did not recognize Daniel Craig as Boom Joe or whatever his name was. Daniel Craig. He was just indistinguishable. It was weird seeing him with a blonde buzz cut. It was weird. But yeah, just the heist itself was good, and honestly didn't go down the way I was expecting. And although when Logan got when his brother when his arm got sucked in through the system, they were just like, crap. Okay, you were good. And yeah, it was a good movie. It was solid, and yeah, it wasn't anywhere near as condescending as most people thought it was going to be. Towards the NASCAR crowd. Yeah, which is good. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't like condescension in general. Just yeah, it was just a solid movie with a solid cast, and the heist itself was pretty clever. Although I did love that little 10 things to note when robbing a bank thing on the refrigerator. Just number 9, shit happens. Or was it number 2? I forget. But I hope it was number 2 because well, fitting. Anyways, Logan Lucky. I'm not sure if they're going to be going for a sequel or not. I kind of hope not, but well, there's some hints there that there might be. I mean, with that FBI agent that was left around. Well, if there's a sequel, I'll check it out. Oh, and yeah, surprisingly, Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Let me just get one thing perfectly clear. I'm not a Star Wars fan. I didn't grow up watching the original trilogy. I mostly grew up when the prequels were around, so yeah, that especially didn't help, and the special editions were coming out. But I saw everyone going crazy over Star Wars. Everyone's like, Star Wars, Star Wars! I mean, I have the Family Guy and Robot Chicken Star Wars specials in my closet. And yeah, the only first time I ever saw the original Star Wars movie, A New Hope, was for a class in the video game design course at the school I went to. Well, yeah, for a graduation, New York Film Academy. Shameless plug. But yeah, I saw it for a screenwriting class there, and I didn't see what all the major league fuss was about. I saw it and it was just okay. I mean, I guess I had to be there because it was big back then. Its historical significance and the effect on the movie culture in general, that's undeniable. I could fully concede that, but I'm just not a big Star Wars fan. I mean, I saw The Force Awakens when it came out, and I was just, everybody else in the audience was just going crazy, and I was just like, yeah, no, wait a minute, they're just retreading stuff from the original trilogy, and yeah, that was just basically it. Basically just a reassurance that, yes, don't worry, the prequels, they didn't happen, midichlorians are gone, but The Last Jedi was, it was surprisingly pretty good. I mean, I definitely knew enough about Star Wars and enough about the lore to understand who, what was what, where. Well, except for the new stuff that was included, I was just kind of going into it blind. But yeah, as soon as Luke got the lightsaber back, and he was just like, I am too old for this shit. And he just literally tossed his lightsaber over his shoulders. Is like, f this, I'm out of here. I'm going back to my green space milk. I like that. That was funny. But yeah, Last Jedi. Just thankfully, yeah, Kylo Ren just finally got rid of that stupid mask. And Snoke was like, "Oh, just take that stupid thing off." Okay. And yeah, and I'm so glad that they just. Well, I'm not gonna spoil past there, but what they do with Snoke, I'm glad they did what they did with him, because Oh God, that thing he was wearing, he looked like he was. He looked like Goldmember just came back from the Playboy Mansion. It's just what was up with. As soon as I saw him in that thing, I was like, oh Christ, no, we're not gonna take. I can't take this guy seriously. He looks like a. He looks like a misshapen testicle in gold wrapping. Just no. No, 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 no. But yeah, I'm glad they did what they did with him, and was although the only thing I complain about with Leia was, did she, could she always use the Force? It kind of would make sense since given her heritage, her brother, her dad. If she could use the Force, then shouldn't she have discovered it sooner? I mean, wouldn't that wouldn't she have used it like in the original trilogy? Again, I've never seen the original trilogy. I'm not a Star Wars guy. I don't know everything about everyone. Although I do know that apparently Lucas named Obi-Wan's planet after Jon Stewart from The Daily Show. You can see why I'm not a big Star Wars fan. Lucas. Anyways. But as soon as I saw that, not knowing if she could use the Force or not, at first I was just like, oh, no, wait, no, oh, come on, no. It just seemed like a little bit of Deus Ex Machina to me. But yeah, considering her family history, if she could use the Force before, why not sooner? And it's especially kind of awkward in hindsight, considering Carrie Fisher is, Carrie Fisher's dead. I figured that they probably should have used. There were multiple opportunities to go and have Leia. Die in the movie. I'm just wondering how they're gonna explain that. What are they just gonna set? Are they gonna take the complete BS route and say she died off screen, or are they just going to do the Dumbledore route and just have some new actress take over? I honestly don't know how they're going to pull themselves out of that one. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And I guess to wrap up, there's two things I regret not doing in 2017. And that's, well, since I'm a PlayStation guy, I didn't have a chance to play Cuphead, and I'm not getting it on Steam. No, because I'm not a big PC. I don't like PC gaming. I don't think my computer is enough to handle it. I'll wait until Cuphead just comes out on PS4 or something like that. It's gonna happen eventually. And yeah, I really wanted to play Cuphead because Cuphead looks really, really, really good, and it looks like a legit challenge. I'm up for it. Come on. And yeah, The Disaster Artist. I wanted to see The Disaster Artist, but unfortunately it just came out too little too late. And again, I had work, didn't have a lot of time to go see it. None of the theaters that were playing near me were showing it, so guess that's what the DVD market's for. But, well, that's 2017. Hopefully we'll get some better stuff in 2018. Hopefully things will change. Change is definitely going to happen, just a matter of when. Okay, well, to wrap up, this is David Lab of On David's Brain. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and contribute to my Patreon. Links in the description at the bottom, and I will be starting more video-type reviews in the near future. Happy holidays!